The founders of Fenix Health Science all have a background, generally in pharmaceuticals, medical foods, dietary supplements, and nutrition. We've worked with manufacturing products, FDA-approved drugs, formulating products, formulating medical foods, as well as dietary supplements. But it wasn't until my son was diagnosed with ADHD that we started even looking into this field. My son was diagnosed with ADHD about 3 years ago, and he was also diagnosed as dyslexic. There's a lot of comorbidity between dyslexia and ADHD. And with my background, I was aware of the potential side effects with stimulant medication, and we wanted to try an all-natural route if that was possible. One of the first things that we did was we found Viarin, which is a medical food for ADHD. And after 4 months of taking that, we didn't really notice any marked improvement with him. So then we started researching what other nutrients are beneficial in helping people and what other nutrients are deficient with people with ADHD. And that's where we found out the importance of magnesium, vitamin D, folate, B vitamins, these neurotransmitter cofactors. And we formulated this idea in theory, but it kind of was put on the shelf. It wasn't until my son was in school. He goes to a private school for dyslexia. The teachers towards the end of the school year had an intervention with us and said that his hyperactivity was disrupting the class, and sort of said without saying, put him on stimulant medication. And that's when the plan came off the shelf and we decided to actually manufacture the product we call Accentrate. It was manufactured over the summer, and by the beginning of the school year in September, my son started taking Accentrate. And it took a few months, but it wasn't until parent-teacher conference and his report card that it noted improvements in attention and focus. We didn't necessarily notice it at home because this school doesn't give a lot of homework. It's basically reading assignments. And he's always been generally pretty good about reading if he's reading something that he's interested in. But we didn't see him in the classroom setting, and so it was encouraging for us to hear from his teachers that his attention and focus had improved. And we also tried other behavioral therapies as well and regulating screen time, but addressing nutrition was a very important component of the way we managed ADHD with our son.